Today, we're digging into a question that's, well, it's been everywhere on social media. Is a viral TikTok diet actually worth your time? We're looking specifically at the 90-30-50 method. It was created by dietitian Courtney Cassis, and it really took off in 2023. The big hook, a simpler way to better health. No constant calorie counting.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we've looked at insights from several registered dietitians. We've got Courtney Cassis herself, of course, but also Kuka Webb, Brigitte Zeitlin, Trista Best, Shelley Balls, and Jamie N. So our mission today is pretty clear. Figure out what this method actually is, how it supposedly works, and importantly, where it might fit, both for you personally and maybe for health pros listening in.
Okay, let's get right into it then. The 90-30-50 method, what are the numbers? It sounds pretty straightforward, actually. Hit 3 daily targets. That's 90 grams of protein, 30 grams of fiber, and 50 grams of healthy fats. Simple enough to remember, right? So for protein, we're talking things like chicken, eggs, maybe Greek yogurt.
Yep. And for fiber, think leafy greens or chia seeds. Chickpeas are great too.
Yeah.
And those healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, nuts, that kind of thing.
Got it. Designed to be easy to recall.
Absolutely. And what makes it compelling, I think, are some of the early results shared. Cassie's mentioned a client whose HbA1c, that's a marker for blood sugar control over time, dropped significantly. Went from 12.5%, which is quite high, down to 6.4% in just 3 months. Plus, they lost weight and reduced their diabetes medication. Pretty impressive.
Wow. Okay.
And other dietitians echo the core ideas. Like Trista Best points out, protein is crucial for keeping muscle mass, especially when managing weight and for metabolism. Then Jamie N. highlights fiber, great for digestion, helps keep blood sugar stable, and importantly, makes you feel full. And Shelley Balls talks about healthy fats. They have anti-inflammatory benefits, boost that feeling of fullness, and help prevent blood sugar spikes.
Okay, so the science seems solid on the individual components. Protein, fiber, fats, we know they're important. But how does focusing on these numbers instead of calories make it easier to stick to? 90 grams of protein still sounds like a target you have to track.
That's a fair point. I think the key difference is the mindset shift. It's less about restriction and more about adequacy. You're focusing on getting enough of these key nutrients. For individuals, this often feels more positive, more sustainable. You're actively nourishing your body. And that balance of protein, fiber, and fat tends to give you more sustained energy. Fewer crashes, fewer intense cravings. That helps adherence.
Right, avoiding the hangry feeling that kills diets.
Exactly. And for health coaches or dietitians, it provides a really simple framework to give clients. Cassie's even suggests pairing it with resistance training maybe 4 or 5 days a week. That combo can really enhance muscle building and metabolic health. Makes it more of a whole body approach.
That makes sense. But okay, back to the practical side. Let's say someone wants to try this. 90 grams of protein.
Yeah.
That can feel daunting. How do you actually hit these numbers without just eating chicken breast all day or feeling overwhelmed?
Yeah, good question. You don't want it to feel like a chore. Brigitte Zeitlin, another RD, has a great suggestion. Break it down. Instead of fixating on the big daily number, aim for smaller amounts at each meal. Maybe shoot for like 25 grams of protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, then add another 15 grams in a snack. Much more manageable chunks, right?
Okay, yeah, that sounds less intimidating.
And the other key thing, especially for protein and fiber, is to increase gradually. Both Cassis and Kuka Webb stress this. If you suddenly jump your intake way up, you might get some digestive discomfort, bloating, gas, that sort of thing. So slow and steady is definitely the way to go. Let your body adapt.
It really highlights how focusing on nutrient quality, not just quantity or calories, can make a difference. So for you listening at home, the potential benefits seem to be steadier energy, maybe fewer cravings, possibly making weight management feel a bit easier, and improving metabolic health markers.
And for the professionals listening, this kind of approach might lead to better client results and retention. If clients feel full and energized, they're less likely to drop off the plan, right? That satiety focus is key.
But it can't be perfect for everyone, surely. Are there downsides or things to watch out for?
Definitely. It's important to be realistic. Kuka Webb raises a couple of good points. One is that warning about sudden increases causing digestive issues. She also notes potential concerns around very high protein intake for people with pre-existing kidney conditions. That's crucial. And Brigitte Zeitlin points out that any kind of tracking, even nutrient targets like these, might not be suitable, or could even be triggering for individuals with a history of disordered eating.
That's a really important consideration.
Absolutely. And ultimately, dietitians like Trista Best and Jamie N remind us that while 90-30-50 is simple, it's also quite oversimplified. It's not personalized. Your individual needs depend on your activity level, your health status, your goals, all sorts of things. So as always, talking to a doctor or a dietitian first is really the best approach before making big changes.
Right, so wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway? The 90-30-50 method seems to be a viral trend that actually has a pretty solid nutritional idea behind it, focusing on protein, fiber, and healthy fats for satiety, steady energy, muscle support. Good stuff.
It's an easy formula to remember.
But it's definitely not a magic bullet or a one-size-fits-all solution. Real results will likely depend on tailoring it to you, increasing those numbers gradually, and focusing on getting those nutrients from high-quality whole foods.
Well said.
This episode is brought to you by Nutrish.ai, a science-backed, AI-powered nutrition platform built for gyms and fitness communities. If your members are tired of diet fads and conflicting advice, Nutrish.ai brings clarity with personalized meal plans and real expert support. No fluff, just food that works. Check them out at Nutrish.ai.